What's a thing that all men do but never admit doing? Well, that's something I'm not willing to admit. This thread in a nutshell. Greater than touch my balls. Greater than push my balls. Greater than grab my balls. Greater than feel existential dread. Greater than scratch my balls. I am not going to fall for this. Edit. Thanks for the votes. Still not falling for this. Feel crushing loneliness. Pee in a completely unexpected direction. Realizing that someone was flirting with you like 5 years late. Pick up signs but not act on them to the fear of misinterpreting. And then act oblivious. Remember compliments years after they're given. One half of these comments are dick jokes and the other half is just depression. Edit. I posted this morning and come home from work to find 15,000 upvotes and an award. This much happened in 4 hours. Tactical wank. Wanting affirmation from their partners that they are sexy and desired. Wanting a hug real bad. Pee on shit stains in the toilet bowl. Efficiency. Lead lives of quiet desperation. Imagine a million outcomes when a random girl sees us eye to eye. Shaving your pubes at 14 even though no one is gonna see it ever. I remember when I was like 6 I did that thing where I pushed my dick in. Using telepathy to link a small portion of our minds together so we can reduce the pain of getting our balls hit. By dividing small portions of the pain to any man within a few meters. Go over every little minute detail in their heads of the conversation they had with someone they are even a little bit attracted to. IDKY, but whenever I start falling asleep and someone calls me out on it, it's always my first instinct to deny it. I will be asleep on my couch and my GF will be like, "Are you sleeping?" 100 times and have to shake me awake and I'll be like, "I've been awake the whole time." Edit. Glad I'm not the only one LMAO. There are 2 kinds of man. A man who picks his nose. And a man who lies about picking his nose. Put their hand in their pocket to adjust a boner or their balls when they're stuck to their leg. Grabbed their own butt to see what it feels like. Wonder if they should go to the doctor. Then convince themselves they don't need to. Edit. I went in, turns out I had testicular cancer. Don't put it off. Tell ourselves that having someone who loves us is a luxury. Take longer than normal showers just standing there under the hot water because no one will love you. Shave our mustache down to a Hitler stash for 5 seconds just to see what it would look like out of morbid curiosity. Edit. Kinda sad my most upvoted comment is about Hitler. Finding a really cool rock on the ground. Then taking it with us. Fantasize completely made up scenarios where we save the day, or win the girl over. Etc. Fantasize, daydream about being a hero or making a great sacrifice to save everyone. Adjust cock and balls in public when no one's watching, at least when we think no one is. Getting annoyed when you put your dick back in your pants after a pee and suddenly feeling a wet drip on your leg. Touch my balls when I am alone. Talk to themselves. Taking steps back from the urinal to see how much strength we have while peeing. I sometimes watch sad scenes from movies on YouTube that I like and cry. I purposely search for a selection I have. Sit there and have a little tear up. Watership Down ending. The end scene from Batteries Not Included when the robots come back to help. The bit in Deep Impact when Fish and the crew say goodbye to their families. Littlefoot when he is left alone after Sharp Tooth kills his mum. Artex dying in Never Ending Story. Saving Private Ryan at the end. Lion King when Simba's dad dies. I Am a Grown Man. Married with kids with military service. Perfectly fine afterwards. I just like to get a little emotional, and let it out. It's often about dads too, so I think that whilst I have no issues with my dad, the thought of my children being left alone without saddens me. Anyway, I will never tell anyone this. Edit. Yes, the Iron Giant. Field of Dreams and the wolf scene in Dances with Wolves too. Always wash our dicks very thoroughly cause you just never know when you're gonna get your dick sucked. Even if the odds are low. They're never zero. While naked. Rotate your hips fast enough to make a fun slapping noise. Cry. Put on a show for your dog. Sing a show tune and do a little soft shoe. Then give it a big ending and pause for applause while your dog looks at you and slow blinks. Tuck their dick between their thighs to find out what they would look like as a woman. Wanting platonic touch, i.e. hugs. Realizing like 10 years later that one girl you were hanging out with was 100% saying she was DTF and we are fucking idiots for not realizing. Bottom-ups everything and then die of stress-induced heart problems in their 40s like a real man. Getting called by someone while you're jerking off and just saying whatever you can to get them to shut up. Catching water in our arms in the shower and then letting splash to the ground. I've discovered that a lot of my childhood guy friends as teenagers used to watch P***RN in the same room together. None of them will admit to it until you promise it doesn't make them gay. Unsticking balls from legs, pants. Peeing loud on purpose. If there's a scale in the bathroom, we're gonna weigh ourselves before and after a good poop. Sit down for a piss. Sometimes we need to treat ourselves. Admire an attractive girl. Most won't admit it when confronted about it though. Scratch and sniff. I constantly worry that I'll be as bad as my dad was to my mother. And I am just masking pretending to be a good person. Sometimes when I get out of the shower I'll hump the air and flop my junk around. Pee in the shower. Try to suck their own dick. Dancing like nobody is watching. You know, when nobody is watching. Cry. Shaving dick and balls before a party because you never know. Admitting to knowing what bukkake is in front of our wives. Some friends and I were playing Cards Against Humanity with our wives once. One of girls said, "What does bukkake mean?" In an instant we all made simultaneous eye contact somehow and telepathically agreed that we'll pretend we don't know. We all knew. We just pretended not to. Being lost while driving. Stand with my legs a bit wide and shake my lower body to loose my balls from my leg. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video don't forget to drop a like. If you would like to see more content like this in the future, subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified about future videos. Now check out one of these interesting videos.